New York. It's Late Night with David Letterman. Tonight, Billy Crystal, inventor Carl Brandenfels, actress Susan Sarandon, and musician Graham Parker, plus Paul Schaefer and the world's most dangerous man. And now, David Letterman.
That's it there. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, let me begin by saying that the controversy is behind me. I have been through 4 long, intensive months of therapy. I would just like to thank the Assemblies of God Church for allowing me to return here tonight. You know, kids, people come up to me on the street and they say, "Gee, Dave, we've been watching these lousy, stinking reruns for 4 months. Where have you been for 4 months, Dave?" I'll tell you where I've been for 4 months. I've been in hell! Hell! It was hell! Who are you?
You remember me.
Oh, it's my old buddy Paul. Geez, good to see you, Paul.
Thank you. I'm glad to be back, too. Thank you. It's been hell?
I haven't worn a tie in 4 months. I may not be able to still do this. Oh, look, like riding a bicycle, isn't it? You know, I don't know anything about complicated labor negotiations or strategy or the issues at stake here with the Writers Guild strike, but I think the problem is, now the Writers Guild, they've been striking now for about 4 months. That's 114 days. That's a third of a year out of my life. Thank you. And I think the problem is, just to put it in layman's terms, the producers, the people who consider themselves to be grand commissioners of the art, the same people that bring you all your favorite shows like Aaron's Way. And of course, the feel-good hit of the summer, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? I'm so sick of that already. Anyway, I think the producers, the problem is not so much with the numbers or the issues. The problem is the producers, just my perspective, happen to be money-grubbing scum. Thank you very much. That's just one man's opinion. Thank you very much. I certainly have a bright future, don't I? Thank you. I was in hell! Now, this is kind of funny. I had an amusing thought. It still makes me laugh. Think about this. A ringside seat for the fight last night. $1,500. $1,500. That's a lot of money. $1.5 grand. $1,500 for a seat there at ringside. And then 90 seconds later, bang! It's over. Oh, gosh, I enjoyed quite a laugh over that one. And today, hello. Hi, how are you? was that, Hal? Anybody we know? Oh. I think today probably all across America, about every 15 seconds, somebody at work turns to their buddy, some bonehead, and he says, well, hell, for 14 million, I'd fight Tyson. Let's see her again, Hal. Let's find out just who the hell this woman is. Hey! Hey, can you hear me? Are you all right? A little less eyeliner, okay? We, for those of you who didn't get to see the Spinks-Tyson fight, do we have the footage, Hal, from HBO? Okay, this is from Atlantic City last night, and as you know, it was a first-round knockout, about 1 minute, 31 seconds into the bout. Hal, roll the footage, and then we'll see if we can't take a look at it again in slow motion. All right, devastating punching power. There, boom, there you go. And you just, unbelievable, I didn't... See, because the producers are such jerks and we don't have a writers, that's the kind of crap you're going to have to put up with. Right there, that's we're tapped out. That's what you see there is the result of 2 weeks of meetings. Here we go in slow motion. Oh, it's a powerful. There we go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, say hello to our good friend, Mr. Reverend Al Sharpton. Al, take it away.
Thank you. Thank you. We're back. We're back. So I understand you were in hell for the last
Been in
time.
hell. You know, the whole thing stinks because we don't have our writers here on this show, and we've been without them for 4 months, and we're having to do the show without the writers. And so I come back today. Today is the first show.
Yes.
The first show. Guess what I hear from NBC?
What's
nothing. That? Nothing. Not a phone call, not a handshake, not a note, not a card, nothing. Thank you very much, Mr. Wright.
Privacy right.
But I mean,
Now here's Dave.
Thank you. But I mean, even now, when I was married, even I was married for like 10 years.
That was some time ago.
Some time ago. That's right, Paul. Even after the divorce, my wife was kind enough to let me stop by for it. So, and I just think that...
During the divorce proceedings.
Oh, no, this is after the divorce.
Oh, even after the divorce.
Yeah. So
you're
I'm
saying...
saying... So I'm saying if she could do that for me...
Yeah. At least the network could call.
Could something. Call
day
one
that
of
you're
these
gonna go
boneheads, pick up the phone and call.
The day you're going back, unguarded, without your troops
Nothing.
around
I
you.
get nothing from these guys.
Not even a basket of fruit?
No, I got a basket of fruit.
Oh, well.
But it wasn't from the right guys. It was from mysterious department. What is the name of the department? Talent Relations.
Talent relations?
I couldn't be more honored to get something that's pretty high up in the machinery here at NBC.
Well, that's what they're in charge of at Talent Relations.
Anyway, did I mention that the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers are money-grubbing scum?
I think you did.
What else are we doing here? Oh, do you have any good stories? I got a great story.
Let's hear it.
You want to hear the story?
Yes.
All right, this is a pretty good story. This is my Paul Newman story.
Okay.
By the way, you'll be hearing plenty of stories in the next few months. Oh, here, let me show you these. Hal Gurney, you know, our director, he had some time on his hands and was doing some kind of odd experimentation with livestock up in his home in Connecticut. And we have some photographs here. I don't know, these are bred for, I guess, sport and food. Can we get right in there? Get a nice tight shot of the, okay, there it is. You see? All right, here's my Paul Newman story. So I go to Indianapolis for the 500-mile race. It's held every year. By the way, in doing this, I was able to really anger the wife of the governor of the state of Indiana. So ask me about that tomorrow.
Okay, we'll save that.
So I see Paul, I'm there with my friends. I'm there with my friends, and I see Paul Newman at a certain place at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, which is a vast facility. Huge, enormous, 500,000 people attending this event. I see Paul Newman, he's going up a set of stairs. Listen how quiet he is. That's the sign of a good storyteller. if you can, yeah, I can. Oh, look at this. There's our. See, we're doing the best we can without writers. We've added this. That's our security camera. Yeah, that guy's up to no good. So I see now. I'm in show business.
Yes.
And of course, Paul Newman is in show business. So I think to myself, I can say hello to Paul Newman and also impress my friends. See? So Paul is dressed all in white. Well, you're giving me time cues? Our biggest goal here tonight is to kill time. What? No, you should have come to the meeting. No, we're trying to forget the time cues. We got to eat as much time as we possibly can. Because normally in this position there'd be fantastic written comedy, but thanks to the money-grubbing scum, we don't have any. So, anyway, Paul, and he's dressed completely in white. He's got white pants, a white shirt, and a little white hat. He looked like an extra on the Love Boat.
Okay.
But I know it's Paul Newman because there's no mistaking this man. So, and we're about 5 feet away. I'll stand up for no apparent reason. And I'm surrounded by my little friends that I've brought to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway to try and impress them with what's going on. Paul Newman walks over, and he makes a right turn and goes up a flight of stairs, and I said, "Hi, Paul." All right, now Paul says and does this. He continues to walk. This is what Paul does. How are we doing on time now? I know we get all the time. And this strike may go on till Christmas.
So I hear.
So I'm gonna ask every member of the staff, Paul, you and the band, if you guys can't come up with stories. They don't have to be as good as the Paul Newman story. But as this unfolds, we'll call on you to help kill a little time here. Hal, how are things in the control room there?
Fine.
Yeah. Hal, I understand you've planned a little something for tonight to help us kill some time.
Yeah, a little surprise for you there.
Oh, good. A little surprise. What will it be, Hal?
Come on under control. Number 4, that's him.
Uh-huh. It's Hal Grooney, by the way, our director, ladies and gentlemen. There's Hal right there. What's the surprise, Hal?
Bring the lights up, please. Dave, I don't know if you know it, but Pete Fatovich, our associate...
Excuse me, Hal. Are you guys growing mushrooms in there?
You see us now. Oh, video. Bring the lights up. Okay. Dave, did you know that Pete Fatovich plays the accordion? Thank you.
Gee, you know, Hal, I didn't have the slightest clue, Hal, that...
Well, I thought it was a little surprise for you. Take 4 again.
All right, Pete, you're gonna... There's Pete back there, and you're gonna...
Pete, what are you going to play for us tonight?
Lady of Spain.
What is it, Hal?
Lady of Spain, Dave.
Okay.
Take 2. Take 2.
All right, go ahead, Pete, anytime.
There we go.
All right. Just anything to kill a little time here. That's all we're really trying to accomplish is to eat up some valuable network time. Okay, that's Pete Fatovich playing Lady of Spain. That's it? Okay. Well, there you got another pretty good indication of what you're in for here tonight, folks. Welcome back. Now, Paul, you did a lot of things in the 4 months that we were off. 4 months! It's impossible to comprehend that, isn't it?
Yet it feels like just the other day we stopped.
Yeah, kind of, doesn't it?
No, it feels like 4 months.
Yeah, so
I did a lot of...
we need some stories from you tomorrow.
I have a few stories.
Have you seen this Roger Rabbit deal?
I haven't gone to see it.
See, now, I understand this is the feel-good hit of the summer. But I can't condone another puppet movie. It's puppets, right? Cartoons.
It's
even better.
It's cartoon and real mixed,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
People singing numbers with cartoon characters and things.
Yeah, yeah.
A little squirrel on your shoulder.
Yeah.
Uncle Remus and a...
You know, I look goofy in these clothes. I haven't worn these clothes in 4 months. I never wear these clothes. This is just some junk we throw on for the show. I don't dress like this. Why am I dressed like this now?
Why are you dressed like
I don't know. I don't know. That's my what? Okay. Okay. Maybe so. But that Paul Newman story was pretty damn good, huh?
Funny, yeah.
No. Our first guest tonight is an old and good friend, a very funny man. This man recently starred with Danny DeVito in the hit. Now, there were no puppets in this movie, and it was a big hit. No. In the motion picture Throw Mama from the Train, and will be performing at the Westbury Music Fair on July 29th through the 31st. Folks, please welcome Billy Crystal. Hi, Billy, how you doing? I'm not good. I'm not doing too good. I don't know.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
Been a long time, hasn't it?
Boy, oh boy, it's been hard for everybody.
Been tough, yeah.
It's scary too. They've been getting. I'm a member of the Writers Guild and producers and Directors Guild. I've been picketing my own house. I don't know where.
It's very confusing.
It's been militant. You know, if you're having lunch with a writer friend, they pull up with a loudspeaker. All right, come on, we know you're writing in there. Come out kicking your concepts in front of you. But I hope it's a lot of people getting out of work.
Yeah, well, the whole thing stinks. It really stinks. And I think that I don't want to go on and on about this, but it looks to me like the producers, the guys who are making, I could go on and on about this, but
No.
You're here, so I don't need to.
It's okay.
Anyway. So you were at the big fight last night?
Yeah.
You know, not every heavyweight championship bout lives up to the pre-fight hype, but boy, this one sure did, didn't
Well, with the exception of the Borgnine-Merman marriage, this is the shortest heavyweight fight in the history of fights. I was sitting there. I was a guest of HBO, which was very nice.
You do a lot of work with them.
Yes, and they were very nice to me, and they brought me into the fight, and I've been traveling all day, and I was tired. It was very hot in the room.
Yeah.
And
Who were some of the big stars that were there?
let's see. Well, this Jack Nicholson.
Yeah. He's everywhere, isn't he?
Yeah. I think there are two of them, and they just go, "Are you in Denver? I'm at the game."
A Nuggets game, maybe.
Yeah. Steve Allen, Jane Meadows.
No, they weren't there. They weren't there. They weren't there.
I'm not kidding.
No, they were not there.
George Savalas, Kelly's brother. Wait, what fight are you talking about?
I'm talking about the Spinks Tyson fight.
Oh, yeah, so it was amazing, and there was a delay. Michael had something wrong with the taping of his glove.
Yeah, there was some controversy about
Yeah.
nobody from the Tyson camp, nobody from the Spinks camp had seen Tyson get his hands taped.
Ah, and then Tyson was hitting the walls.
Yeah.
Because you could feel it in the... You're doing... Oh, he's warming up. This is a scary, unbelievably talented 21-year-old man.
Yeah. I thought it was interesting that a lot of people who really understand boxing were saying this time his number was up. Because of all of those outside distractions and so on and so forth, he was out of shape. And then he comes out there, and in 91 seconds, he flattens a man who had, what, never been knocked down?
Right, and he's a great fighter. And the pity of it is people are going, oh, the Spinks, right?
Yeah.
The stupid... He's a great fighter. He just got beaten by a better fighter.
Yeah.
And this guy is he's so fast, and he's a pit bull. He's like this, he comes, and it's over.
Yeah.
And I yawned. I went, boy, huh, he's down, when? I swear. And then, this guy is so scary, but you've had him on the show.
Yeah, I had both of them on the show. They're both very nice.
They're wonderful guys, but you wouldn't know this was the most ferocious man in the world.
Yeah, yeah.
Mike, you just destroyed him. How did you feel?
Well, it was still fight.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Should I go further with it?
Yeah, yeah.
I decided to throw some important punches, and yeah, I noticed from the films that his pancreas was exposed, so if you hit the pancreas, it releases toxins, and so the key to me was I just imagined he was my mother-in-law, and I just right after him.
Now, how is that different from your Michael Jackson?
It's
pretty close, isn't it?
It's not quite as high.
See? But, you know, I thought it was interesting. They were interviewing Michael Spinks after the fight, and they said...
It's a good video. It's a good video.
And they said to Michael Spinks, they said, so what now? What's next for you? And he says, I just want to take some time and enjoy the fact that the fight is over. So to me, here is a guy who was not really looking forward to the contest.
No, but he was very honest. A lot of fighters don't cop to the fact they've been hurt. I mean, when Tyson beat up Trevor Berbick, Berbick did the dance, and Margaret did in Bye Bye Birdie for an hour. Whoa, 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 whoa. And he brought back the funky chicken for a while. He's kicking around. Then they say, did he hurt you? No, I was just stunned. And Larry Holmes got tagged, and he was a great heavyweight champion. Larry, did he hurt you? Well, I like eggs.
Larry likes eggs.
Oh, I love eggs. I go in the coffee shop and order eggs. I'm sorry, I went to the Bahamas for a minute.
Hit him so hard he was thinking about breakfast.
Yeah.
Is there any reason why we have to do this now? We really have to? Okay, well, we apparently have some kind of a schedule we have to adhere to
Hey,
tonight.
I'm here.
All right,
What about baseball? What about Billy Martin, that sort of stuff? I guess we're all pretty tired of that, aren't we?
He was a great manager. Something about a 61-year-old man throwing dirt on an umpire that just doesn't. It's sad. I'm a Yankee fan. I hope that they, come out of this, and I hope he gets himself together.
Yeah, yeah. And you enjoying the season so far?
Yeah, it's good. All the races are good.
Yeah.
There's also Susan Sarandon's on it. Bull Durham is a very good baseball movie. Finally, they've always been bad because they never cast a guy who can play. I mean, Kevin Costner's a player. Tony Perkins played Jimmy. No, he's a fine actor, and that was great. But Jimmy Pearsall was a good baseball player.
It does really seem like a peculiar choice after having met Jimmy Pearsall.
Yeah, sure. He's been on the show a number of times, and he was a great player. And some considerations, when you some of that film. Where do you see this kid play? This is Tony Perkins. Throw the ball in, Jim. Did it get to where you are? And then the Babe Ruth story was pretty good, but William Bendix was 48, and when the movie starts, Babe Ruth is 13. So he's in an orphanage, and Brother Matthias is going, George, you gonna shower up? Yeah, I got a little prostate problem, though, brother, and I'll be in a while. It takes me a while. The original Babe Ruth casting was Yul Brynner.
Is that right?
Yes, and I've seen some of the footage.
Oh, have you?
Yeah,
some of the screen tests, I guess.
Yul as Babe Ruth. It was actually amazing. The reporter talking to him was the first scene I saw. It was, gonna hit home run, babe? I'm going to try. Boy, these Chicago Cubs have gotten me nuts. There's a sick kid in Brooklyn. I'm going to hit home for him. A single, a double, a triple, etc., etc., etc. See, I played the cameras.
Yeah, I know you did a very nice job.
I rehearsed for you.
That's interesting, Billy. I guess living in Hollywood, you would have access to some of those rare screen tests that the rest of us wouldn't be able to avail ourselves
plenty.
of.
I have some amazing...
I like eggs.
I have that. I have an all-dwarf production of Death of a Salesman.
Yeah, all dwarves.
Linda, I'm home. Linda, I'm home. Where's Biff? Boys, the woods are burning.
You haven't seen it?
I haven't seen it, no.
Did I go too far?
No, just about the right amount.
No.
But tonight, go as far as you want.
Oh, yeah?
No, we got nothing but time to kill tonight. What about anything in the news caught your fancy?
Well, these people like Swaggart, Back, it's so bizarre. The whole concept of preaching over television, to me, is strange. It would never happen with rabbis. It would not happen in my... What is... I have sinned, my Lord. I bought retail. So sue me, okay? Sue me. I'll see you in court. What? We don't have
That's
that.
it? We gotta go?
Where am I going? I paid $1,500 for this seat.
What are you doing? I guess...
It's gone.
Do you have anything are you going anywhere? I threw the card away. Do you have anything you want to mention upcoming here?
I'm going on tour again for the first time in a year.
Now, do you like doing that or not doing that?
I didn't like it for a while, and I'm starting to, been working at the Improv in L.A., getting...
Well, you probably get to play really, really good places now, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, it's better, and I'll be at West Bay Music Fair and some...
Oh, that's right. That's what I wanted to mention. Okay, great.
So things are going pretty...
Nice to see you. I hope you have a control room, Hal.
So far, Dave.
All right. What about that woman? Is she still around?
No, she's
All right, thank you. Our next
woman?
guest is, huh?
That the woman?
The woman we saw earlier.
Oh, that one.
Let's see. Who are these? Now, these stooges are on the payroll here. They get money for just hanging around. Where is he, Hal?
Somewhere in customs, he's being set up. He's going to talk pretty soon.
Yeah, and this guy gets paid an awful lot of money to help him with his tie. Yeah, you're right. Hal says they're just good friends. Our next guest has made his first $1 million by inventing a formula for restoring hair. That was just the beginning of an inventing career spanning half a century. Folks, please welcome Carl Brandenfels. Carl, I'll be right over. I'm coming. Hi, Carl. Well, David, there you are. I'm right here. I had to come over from back over there. How you doing? Carl, where are you from?
St. Helens, Oregon.
St. Helens, Oregon,
Yeah,
near Mount St. Helens.
Oh, yeah, that's across from us.
Yeah,
And,
it's a beautiful country, isn't it?
Oh, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
I fish out there a lot.
Has the surrounding environs recovered from the explosion?
Perfectly.
Yeah.
It was a boon to the area, actually.
Was it really? In
Yeah.
what regard?
Wildlife and the new vegetation, and it's really beautiful.
So it didn't permanently damage the ecosystem?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah. You know, I'm quite concerned about the ecosystem.
Believe me, it was an echo when that thing went off.
There you go. A lifelong inventor. You've made your fortune as an inventor. You've made a lot of money being an inventor.
That's right.
Yeah.
From the time I was about 10 years old,
What was the first thing you invented?
Well, I had on the farm at Holders, Nebraska, I had to take, oh, thank you, had to take cold baths.
Cold baths in the winter because you had no hot water.
In the summer. You couldn't light a fire. It was too hot. So anyway, we had to take the cold baths in the tub. And so one day I was watering the garden, and I thought, well, why should I use that hose, the water in that hose? Why not put it into the tub?
Right.
And so I rigged up a deal on the barn and had it dribble into a horse tank, and then I put a shower head on the horse tank, and the next thing I knew, 30 neighbors were over too.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And well, you had them arrested?
No.
Okay. I guess I'm just going to follow your lead.
All right.
You show me what you want to show me.
Well, this is my latest invention. I just got my patents on it from the U.S. Patent Office about 3 days ago. So this will be a multi-million-dollar setup. You take it to an airport, ride it around, and it goes. You stop it and has a brake on it, and it'll use it for a mule. It folds all up and goes in 2 little packages, and you put it in the airplane with you.
So that's what do you call this?
My mini scooter.
Your mini scooter. Yeah. And what would this retail for?
Well, it's going to be used by.
Mind if I ride it?
Sure, go ahead. Just pull up on that lip there. And here, right here. Just pull up on that. And
This, of course, will be our first litigation of the new season. Oh! Okay. Get the hell out of here. Bye.
it's
I'm back. I kind of have to finish the show. That's a dandy. Now, what'll that sell for?
about probably $300 or $400.
$300 or $400. And who will buy that? What's your target?
Well, the first, I already have orders from the airlines to put it right at the stanchions, and people will rent them and go out, get their baggage, and take it to the car, and then leave it there, and coming back the other way, it'll hold about 300 pounds of baggage.
So you're saying that this will replace the rental car? I'm sorry, is that what?
Yes, it will. At the airport.
Are we done? I guess I went to the wrong meeting today. I thought we had to kill as much time as possible. Oh, okay. He'll come right back.
All right,
Well,
good.
Carl Brandenfels, a lifelong inventor, made a lot of money.
Yeah.
How much money have you made?
Well, I've taken in a lot.
Taken in a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Several $1 million.
Pretty good deal. What do you got there, Carl?
This is a picture patch setup that I invented. You can take any picture and put a
Can I slip that on?
So, yeah, sure, you bet. And
So this is a vest.
that you could brag yourself about over your possessions and so on. And it's also used now on luggage.
Use this on luggage?
You bet. When your luggage comes around the airport, they're not going to grab the wrong thing. Your picture with the fishes on
Yeah,
it.
that's right. and here in New York, this, no mistaking about it, really makes you a target.
It sure.
You're looking at dead meat here, buddy. And these can be, they
You
come.
can change them.
It's the miracle of Velcro.
That's right.
Yeah. We could put them right there.
That's right.
Now this alone looks like a multi-million-dollar invention.
It's going to be.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
going to be the airlines are going to use it.
I like this. Now this is a look I could get behind.
Hi.
This is the massage instrument that I got patents on, and it
What does that do?
increases the circulation into the scalp. Instead of one deal up, you've got 10 little rollers pushing the blood
These are
up.
little rubber rollers, and
Yeah,
you roll them
yeah,
all over your body,
yeah.
I guess.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I'm not sure that the face would be the place that comes to mind.
And this is a suction cup for the girls for having their face creams on there and so on.
I'll just take your word for that,
All right.
Carl. And for the girls, suction cups.
All right.
I tell you about my
All right.
ex-wife? Huh?
Are we ready to go?
We got to. Okay, Carl, you want to mention your book here,
Yeah,
right?
you bet. I wrote a book that's going to help millions of inventors.
How to turn your ideas into money. All right, Carl.
That's right. You can do it. Everything
I
is
guess
in
you
there
can.
that you need.
All right, and the last one we have a giant. Do we stay here or they bring it down? What do we do? All right, what is this,
All right.
Carl?
Well, this is my little Ferris wheel.
Ferris wheel.
And it's can be ridden by two people. The Egyptians used to use it to haul water.
All water. I was going to say it looked like it might have hydroelectric possibilities. And again, of course, the Ferris wheel craze has never been hotter than it is right now. So, how does this? Would this be for like a swing set kind of thing in the backyard?
That's right.
All
You
right.
crawl into it. We'll demonstrate how it works.
Okay.
In other words, you want to be sure that the fella is down here first, not up there.
I see. Okay.
Or you'll swing.
Oh, geez. You're not putting me out, Carl.
Unless you won't hit a light there.
Okay.
All right. You want to, I guess they're going to push us around. We sit in this thing.
All right, now, do you need me for anything?
Yeah, you're going to be in the other end
I'm
of
gonna
it.
be in the
And I need a 20-pound bag of sand, too.
Carl needs a 20-pound bag of sand. Anybody here have a 20-pound bag of sand? Oh. How big a sandbag do I need, Carl?
You're it.
Now, how much do you weigh, Carl?
155 pounds.
Right now, I weigh 175. I'm in the top physical condition of my life.
We're gonna try this first.
Yeah.
Make sure I don't lose the
into
sand.
the hall, aren't I?
Are you in it yet?
I don't know. I sit down.
Yeah, oh, sure. You got to sit in.
All right, now, okay, now what happens, Carl?
Well, are you in it?
Well, just...
All right, let's give it a
Not really
try.
in spirit, but... Ho! Ah! Geez, Carl! Ho! That ain't all that funny. All right, we gotta go? Well, let's just try this one more time. All right, let's try it. Be very careful, Carl.
No, I'm all right. Are you in it?
Oh, no, it's gonna... No, it's all right. It's all right? Yeah, it's all right. Okay. Yeah, well... Okay, now, see, that's not fun. Well, you're gonna... We're gonna down. Coming down. Out of here. Coming down. Go ahead. Okay. Our next guest is a lovely and talented actress, aren't they all, who gives the bathtub a whole new meaning in her latest hit film, Bull Durham. I don't know what that means. Her other films include Atlantic City, The Witches of Eastwick, and the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Folks, please welcome Susan Sarandon. Susan. Hi. How are you?
You don't want to talk about that.
Well, then why did you wear it?
Because I can see it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the return of the tube sock.
How you doing?
I'm great.
You having a good summer?
Yeah.
What are you doing this summer?
I just got back from Africa. I've been working. Then
What
I'm
part of
going,
Africa?
Zimbabwe.
Yeah, was that,
Work.
yeah. On a film?
Yep, Dry White Season
Uh-huh.
with Marlon Brando and Donald Sutherland.
You're working, is this safe to say, more now than ever? Are you busier now than you've ever been?
Well, I took a year off when I had my baby,
Yeah.
so that was easy to work more than that.
Yeah. So now you have time off?
Yeah, I'm
Well,
going to
what do you
make
do with your
time
time
off
off?
now. I'm going to be with my daughter.
Yeah. How old's your daughter?
3.
What's her name?
Eva Maria Livia.
Mm-hmm. And where are you staying now?
Right now I'm in the Hamptons, then I'm going to Italy, and then I'm going back to Maine. I'm checking in different places.
Peripatetic, eh?
Yeah.
I thought you were. You looked a little flushed. So now tell people what the Hamptons are like. Do you like the Hamptons?
Oh, I don't know the Hamptons very. They have really good vegetables there.
Yeah. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful part of the eastern, farthest point east of Long Island, and it's flat, and it's lovely countryside, and it's right on the ocean, and they grow potatoes there.
And a lot of people from show business.
Yeah, and the people who live in the Hamptons, in these communities, are wonderful people, and it's a lovely community. But then on weekends, jerks like me and you show up and ruin this place. And I made the mistake of renting a home there, and I'm never going back.
How about tonight? Are you going?
No,
Oh,
not,
good. I'm
not
glad.
tonight. But it just, if you could live there.
Because I don't think they're going to be too eager.
Oh, no. Of course they don't want me there anyway. I understand that. But I mean, the people who live there, that's great. They're wonderful. They're nice, warm, normal people. It's just the showbiz idiots that make it tough, you know? Do you subscribe to that there?
How much time do we have to kill?
But have you enjoyed yourself there?
I've only been there a few days, but I have enjoyed myself.
Yeah. And you have a house in Italy? What part of Italy?
Well, in Rome.
Yeah. That must be very exciting.
Well, yeah. Yeah, it's very different. There's good food.
Yeah.
And there's nobody there from the Hamptons.
Yeah, that's right. when you say different, you mean what? Italian?
It's very Italian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would think making your home there in the cradle of civilization, was it the cradle of civilization?
Mesopotamia.
So do you have a house there?
Not yet.
No. Maybe a trailer would be nice. But I mean, you're surrounded by antiquities. It must be terribly exhilarating.
It's reassuring because it gives you a sense that since there was a past, there could be a future.
Yeah. But don't you think the Italians are great people?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then this film, this Bull Durham deal, the runaway hit. Well, of course, you got that...
Funny thing.
The funny thing.
Have you seen it?
No, I won't go see it.
He's really miscast, that Bunny.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to go see that. So tell us about the film.
What would you like to know?
I don't know. Not much, really.
It's fun. Didn't you see it?
I haven't seen it yet.
You haven't seen it
No. Why, did they tell you I was going to go see it? Is that the only reason you're
yet?
here?
I thought you were professional. If I was going to be here, I thought you
Look,
would have seen it.
I got problems like you wouldn't believe. I'm up to here with trouble.
What's happening?
I can't get into it. But I'll go see it as soon as it comes to a theater near me. Because I think you're great. And, of course, baseball. I love baseball.
Then you'll love it.
Yeah.
You'll love it. You like Kevin?
Yeah, I think he's very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about it.
Well, it's fun. That's pretty unusual. It's about something that's pretty unusual.
Tell us something that you haven't already told other people about the movie.
I had a really good time doing it.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
And I've talked about it a lot.
Yeah.
So I can't think of anything that you wouldn't
Yeah.
have
Are you a baseball fan yourself?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know that much about baseball. I know how to hit. I know how to score.
Mm-hmm.
But you'll learn a lot about stuff other than baseball if you go to see it.
Yeah, it's
a very literary movie.
Yeah, it's a movie about life, isn't it?
It's a movie about dreams, about following your dreams.
Yeah.
It kind of gives a good name this year to sex and drinking and spitting and sports and locker rooms.
When did spitting have a bad name?
I think everything's had a bad name.
Excuse me, Susan. What now? We have to go away now. All right. Fine.
Very far.
We'll be right back.